So we have discussed about how we can work on directory structure and operating system, Linux based, but we are also having a library in Python that is called as OS, which is having all the commands which we are using in basic operating system. So we are going to automate this process using Python, means basically the directory structure that we have done earlier for the operating system natively, but now we are going to take the help of operating system library in Python. We are going to automate the code in Python itself. So yes, let's jump into it and I'll see you on the other side. So now what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the operating system library. Okay, now we know about in the terminal we can write the code, means we can write the command which will help you to do the command line interface program. But here the problem is how we can automate this process using Python programming language. To do that, we are having something called as the means operating system library, where you can write the code in Python to do all the automation process. Okay, how to do that? For that purpose, let me remove all the unnecessary commands and let me change the name to OS basics. Okay, save it, and here we are going to write the program to do so. So first of all, I need to import operating system library. It is already installed on your system if you are working on the Jupyter notebook. Execute it. Here you can see import OS is executed successfully without giving any output. If it is not giving any output, that means it is executed successfully. If star is written in this area, that means it is still executing. Okay, so now it is giving you a number, that means it is executed. Now what you can do, you can start writing the doing the process. Okay, so what you can do, you can go for os.c get cwd. Okay, if I'm executing this will give you the current working directory because you are on the desktop. In the desktop you are having OS basics where you are writing the program. So this is your current working directory. Okay, and because you are using I am using a macOS operating system, so here I can also write pwd. I'm not using operating system library, I'm just using terminal commands, right? If I'm opening a terminal, okay, and I'm comparing the commands with you, so I'm doing the exact same thing. If I'm going to my desktop, cd.desktop, and I'm going for ls, so pwd, what pwd will give you? It will give you all the means what is your current working directory. In os.getCwd is a command in operating system library. This is the command because this is a standard command for Windows as well as Mac OS. These commands can be changed. These command will stay the same which is written in the operating system library. This is a terminal command. This is the library command from OS because it is predefined. Okay. Similarly, I can go for ls, which is which will give you the list of all the files. Here you can also get the ls list of all the files. Okay, so from here you can copy the file. Here you can as well like copy, paste or move a file based on the operating system. Like I'm using Linux operating system or macOS operating system, these command works for me. In Windows you need to write copy for copy, move move to move. In Linux I am using cp or mv. That is the basic difference that we need to know. Okay, once I'm done with that, so os.getCwd is a command to give you the current working directory. Okay, similarly what you can do, if let's suppose you want to go inside this particular directory imgs, okay, what you can do to go inside that directory, you can go for os.chdr. Chdr is the command to change your current working directory. Okay, now I want to go inside a particular folder, so I need to define the images. In this folder I want to go. Okay, now if I'm going for os.getCwd current working directory, So here you can see now I am in my images folder. Okay, this is something you need to take care. This is how I can go inside a particular folder. Inside this folder, I can again go to dir, means I want to change my directory and I want to go inside this directory this time, like A. Execute it. There's no problem in that. And after that, if I am printing the current working directory, I am inside A folder now. Okay. Now how I can go back in the terminal? I'll use cd of this. Here I will use os.csdir, and this time I will write double dots backslash forward backslash. Execute it. Check the current working directory, and the current working directory is, I'm not in A folder, I'm in images folder. If I'm executing it again, I'm in desktop folder. I'm on desktop. Okay, this is how it will look. You can go inside a particular folder, you can came outside a particular folder, you can change the directory, you can get the current working directory. Okay, now you will also have a command to create a folder. Obviously, how to create a folder? To create a folder, you will use something called as os.mkdir. Mkdir is a command to create a folder. Now obviously inside that I will pass some arguments, and the argument obviously is going to be what is the name of the directory. Name of the directory, let's suppose I am defining again gfg, enter or not enter, shift plus enter, and here you can see gfg directory is created. Okay, similarly you can also use a command named as os.makedirs, make directories. This will help you to make a hierarchical directory structure that we have discussed earlier. Inside gfg, I want to create gfg1. Inside that I want to create another gfg. Inside that I want to create another gfg. Execute it. Go inside this gfg. So here you can see you are having inside this gfg, you are having gfg, again gfg, again gfg. You are having multiple directories created. This is something you cannot do if you are using mkdir. This can also only be used if you are using make does, means making the directories. Okay, from here you can also take the reference of how to work on the base directory, root directory, and means the following directory inside that, because here you know this is the root directory. Inside that I'm having another folder, another folder, another folder. You can take the reference of that as well. Okay, and you can join the paths of two directories. For example, I'm having os dot, if I'm writing in this manner, okay, os dot path dot join. This is something I'm writing here. I will write the root path, which is my gfg, and here I will write another path, which is gfg again. If I'm executing this will print you the path of both the directories. Okay, and now this might seems useless to you, because I want to if I'm having the root directory named gfg, this is my root directory, this is my A directory, this is my B directory. I can do the same by not using anything else, but yeah, just writing A plus B, and in between, because we know how text processing works, we can execute this as well. This is how we can join the method. So this is the code to do so, and this is the command to do so. It's up to you which one you prefer. Okay, so this is basically the command how we can work on the folders. Create a folder and move a folder, changing the directory. Now in the next video we are going to discuss about how we can delete it, how we'll get the list of all the files, how we can automate some of the processes, like if I want to create 1,000 folders, how I can do so. All these things are going to be discussed in the next lecture. So I'll see you there in the next lecture then. Take care. Bye. So I'm hoping you are clear with the concept, how the whole things works, basically like the overall directories structure, hierarchy using operating system library in Python. If you're still having any doubt, we are having the discussion session. You can ask your queries. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.